We're on our way to see a doctor about this. It is a bit severe this time, so we are just going to go get it seen before we head off for our honeymoon. Is this how you thought day one of our honeymoon would be going?
She's still beautiful.
Tomorrow is the wedding and I have woken up with the puffiest eyes. So I have allergic reactions to things, and the common response is for my eyes to puff up, and I will sometimes also get like dots on my eyelids and whatnot. So I got my eyebrows waxed yesterday, and obviously my skin did not like something that they used, and yeah, they're just swelling up and going super red. My maid of honor and I also got a spray tan yesterday, and we're just noticing so many imperfections, which, you know, it's not our biggest concern, but yeah, just like our hands are looking really dirty in between, did not get blended out, and there's parts that were completely missed. However, we are going to push through. My fingers and toes are crossed that I can get this to go away today, and I wake up tomorrow and it's gone. So I'm just trying to finalize some really last minute things this morning. I'm just printing out like speeches, packing my stuff to stay at an apartment tonight with my bridesmaids. And then at lunchtime, we are going to go and start setting up at the venue. And then we have our rehearsal this afternoon. It is lunchtime and this is what they're still looking like. I wanted to jump on and answer everybody's questions about the allergic reaction. So 2 days before the wedding, my maid of honor and I went to get our nails done. And while we were there, I decided I might as well just get my eyebrows waxed as well. I'm aware that when I get my eyebrows waxed, it makes my skin go like a very bright pink color. But I thought with 2 days to go, I would have enough time for it to die down. Now, on the morning of the wedding, it was just at its worst. As soon as I woke up, opened my eyes, I could just feel the swelling. I could barely open the left eye, and like my vision was just so tiny. Like I couldn't see very much. I immediately took a photo of my face and sent it to my soon-to-be husband. And he of course responded with like, you look beautiful, it's fine, it'll all be okay. But I'm just laying there thinking to myself like, no, could we postpone this? But I just had to remind myself of like what was important, and that was how much we love each other and our children and all of our family who's going to be there to support us. So I went to brekkie with my bridesmaids, and this becomes important, but while we were there, I quickly Googled, is salt water good for allergic reactions? And it said it's one of the strongest natural antihistamines. So I walked down to the ocean and washed my face in it. Just remember that. After that, our hair lady and makeup lady arrived, and you can just imagine their faces at the sight of my face. By the end of the ceremony though, I could just feel it starting to ramp back up. It was starting to feel irritated again. I kept pushing through though, just like reminding myself of the importance of that day, which wasn't just all about how I look, and got through like all the formalities of the reception. It wasn't until about 8:30 that I needed to go to the bathroom, and I looked at my face in the mirror, and originally it was just like my forehead and like above my eyes that had all like puffed up and had the bumps all over them and whatnot. But when I looked in the mirror, I could see that I was starting to get swelling like all the way under here, and it was like a big lump as well. And that kind of scared me a little bit, but at this point in time, I was also just starting to feel really off. So I went to my husband and I was like, I do want to go soon. We stopped in and saw a doctor, and he told me that from a medical point of view, like my face looked horrible. He thinks that I definitely was having an allergic reaction to getting my eyebrows done, but that my reaction had probably been contaminated by some sort of bacteria, and I had now gotten an infection. So he prescribed me antibiotics, 2 lots of antihistamines, and a cream to kill the bacteria on my skin. This is 12 days post-reaction, and I'm still actually struggling with feeling irritated and itchy, and I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm still struggling with redness and bumps and trying not to scratch too much. So I have booked in to see my doctor when we get back from our honeymoon. But yeah, that is the update. And I've just been very appreciative of everyone expressing their concern for my reaction. Although the comments make it seem like it should have been an obvious thing, I obviously didn't think twice before waxing my eyebrows before the wedding. So a word of advice, but a week before your wedding, do not do anything to your skin.
Wow, that Definitely an insane allergic reaction that this woman has unfortunately experienced. It is a shame for her because, you know, it's really the timing of it. It couldn't have come at a worse time. You know, the day before a wedding, and it's even got to the point on their honeymoon, you know, a few days after, where her left eye is literally, she can't even open it, and her right eye is just about staying, is just about okay. It is a shame for her because, you know, with people who have such bad reactions to, say, skin products, you have to be really conscious and mindful of what products is being applied to skin. Obviously, she mentioned that she went for a spray tan. Hopefully those reactions aren't too serious as what they first look, and they eventually do go down, because it would be a shame for anything to happen to her. The timing of this is literally the worst possible time. Like, you couldn't have picked the worst moment to have this kind of reaction. She's used to having skin reactions, but I guess not to this extreme, which has definitely caught her off guard, and which is what's making her go to see the doctor, just to get it double checked over before she can properly start celebrating her honeymoon after only recently getting married.